Chapter 357 Skydream Domain. Wang Qiu's predicted spiritual shock did not come. Instead, Hua Yua continued to punch at her with all his strength. Using strength against me. Just as this thought rose in Wang Qiu's mind, Hua Yua struck her with his fist. According to her original calculations and her understanding of Hua Yua, she could easily swat his right fist to the side with a palm strike. If Hua Yua did not use his spiritual shock with his strength, there was no way he could resist the strength of her right hand. However, this judgment was based on Wang Qiu's past understanding of Hua Yua. What if his offensive capabilities had changed? The moment she hit his right fist with her left palm, Wang Qiu sensed that something was amiss. Hua Yua's fist was not filled with spiritual power, but it was shockingly strong. Her palm was not powerful enough to knock his fist to one side. However, Wang Qiu brimmed with fighting experience. Since she could not knock it aside, she immediately lowered her wrist and changed it from a palm strike to a push as she tried to block Hua Yua's fist. Even so, she changed her attack at the last minute, and hence was unable to maximize her strength. Under the immense strength of Hua Yua's right fist, he was able to strike her left shoulder. Wang Qiu grunted, and her body was sent flying. Her hand, which she had used to grab Hua Yua's head, let go. How can this be possible? Ning Tian and Wu Feng stared at this scene in shock. While they both knew that Hua Yua was strong, they had never expected him to be so strong to the point where he could resist Wang Qiu in a head-on fight. This is a face-to-face fight, pure and simple. Doesn't he have only 5 rings? Why is he so strong? Questions surfaced in Ning Tian and Wu Feng's minds non-stop. Since the Continental Elite Youth Soul Master Tournament, they had both trained hard and improved rapidly. After they made it to the semifinals, their confidence peaked, and they even anticipated their showdown against the Tang Sect in the finals. When the explosion happened, causing the finals to be called off, some, if not all of them, were despondent. They would not be able to defeat the Tang Sect under Wang Qiu's leadership, and this was their greatest regret. However, today, in this mysterious yin-yang love querying valley, they finally understood the difference between the Tang Sect and themselves. Jiang Nanan, whom they perceived to be the weakest, was able to defeat both of them by herself. If one said that it was because she specialized in close combat and hence had an advantage in this small space, what about the fight before them right now? What about the fight between Hua Yua and Wang Qiu? What could they say? While victory and defeat had yet to be decided, Hua Yua now had an absolute advantage over Wang Qiu, forcing her back step by step. If Hua Yua alone was already so powerful, how powerful were the others of Shrek's 7 monsters? When the Tang Sect defeated the Holy Ghost Sect, everyone, both those from Shrek Academy and outsiders, attributed it to luck. The only thing they could not explain was Hua Yua's mysterious final attack. However, they personally experienced it today, forcing both Ning Tian and Wu Feng to admit that there was a huge disparity between the Tang Sect and themselves. This was no small difference. She crashed, rebounded, and landed. Like a lioness, Wang Qiu bounced back into the air instantly. When she had fought Hua Yua in close combat just now, she let go of her golden dragon spear. At this moment, it was back in her hands. A light screen appeared in front of her, blocking any possibility of Hua Yua continuing his attacks. However, he did not continue. Instead, he stood where the two of them had clashed. On his forehead, a piece of metal of his helmet slid to one side to reveal a mysterious vertical eye. A mystical golden light appeared as well. Oh no, he's going to use spiritual shock. Wang Qiu subconsciously let go of her golden dragon spear as she used all her might to concentrate her spiritual power. At the same time, her soul power rose around her. A golden dragon swirled around her body. Offense turned into defense. However, the spiritual shock which she had expected did not appear. Instead, a shocking scene took place before her. Ripples started to appear in the air nearby. Twisted, round waves started to spread outward with Hua Yua at their center. Rays of light shone, and the air around him twisted. Everything around him looked mysteriously like ripples of water. The area of the wheel was not large. At this moment, it was completely enveloped within the ripples and started to twist. There was no dead end or crack. Wang Qiu had never seen Hua Yua use this power before, and she naturally did not know its secret. Her heart turned cold, and she slashed horizontally with her golden dragon spear. A golden light screen started to spread outward. A patch of golden light burst forth from her spear as it attacked the distorted air. Wang Qiu's objective was simple. She tried to find out what it was by attacking it to ascertaining his location. Once she found him, she would lock onto him and then attack him with all her might. However, this powerful ability, which Hua Yua had used as his trump card against the Holy Ghost Sect, could not be overcome so easily. As golden light dashed past the ripples, it disappeared soundlessly. The air around him started to tremble even more intensely, but the area where a bit of light could still be seen disappeared completely. That was right. It disappeared completely. It was as if Hua Yua had never been there. At this moment, Wang Qiu sensed that something was wrong. Can this transformation come from the yin-yang love querying valley? However, she soon discarded this thought. While this place was mysterious, it operated on set principles. Whenever that mysterious voice spoke, it would not backtrack on its words. Since it said that it would let her fight Hua Yua, there should be no unexpected change to it. Furthermore, Hua Yua specialized in spiritual power. This should be a new ability of his. However, he hasn't increased his soul rings. Did he make this ability himself? The ability Hua Yua was using now was not something he had made himself. No matter how powerful he was, he had yet to reach that stage. Among the 4 soul skills the Skydream Ice Worm gave him, the most useless one seemed to be spiritual interference. But as Hua Yua increased his own spiritual power ceaselessly, he was able to combine it with imitation to form this mysterious domain. He called it the Skydream domain. However, Hua Yua's cultivation was still limited. He had to accumulate power for some time before he could use the Skydream domain. Wang Qiu was the first one to experience the full version of it. 3 Hua Yua suddenly appeared in front of Wang Qiu. 3 rays of emerald green light shot at her simultaneously from different directions. Wang Qiu was shocked. She crossed her golden dragon spear with her left hand. She stabbed toward the left and punched toward the right, and her coiling golden dragon appeared and swirled around her body as she faced the last attack head on. However, she discovered that she had been tricked. The attacks that came from 3 different directions disappeared in the next instant. Her attempts to resist it with all her might were for naught. An illusion. Wang Qiu sensed the source of the problem. However, she did not dare to be careless. Right now, she was at the edge of the space. At least, she still remembered where was. If she charged forward, she would be trapped within the domain. Then she would be in even bigger trouble. She held the golden dragon spear in front of her protectively, and her coiling golden dragon continued to twist and turn around her protectively. Wang Qiu closed her eyes. Instantly, her body emitted a layer of mysterious golden light. This was her innate skill, Golden Dragon's Perception. While Golden Dragon's Perception could not break Hua Yua's domain, it was able to greatly augment her analysis of her own predicament. Once an actual attack came, she would be able to resist it and counterattack. The mysterious scene was now at a stalemate. Wang Qiu's Golden Dragon Perception and coiling golden dragon both required soul power. Hua Yua's Skydream domain not only required soul power, but also required spiritual power. If they continued this stalemate, it would become a competition to see who could last the longest. I've lost. Hua Yua's voice rang out. Then, the twisted surroundings disappeared completely. He remained where he was as if nothing had changed. However, Wang Qiu's attack in his direction had been futile. How did you lose? Wang Qiu asked, glaring at Hua Yua. Hua Yua smiled bitterly and said, don't forget, I only have 5 rings. Furthermore, the area of this domain type soul skill is too large, so naturally, much of my soul power is going to be wasted. From the start, I only had a few reliable skills. If we continue to fight, I don't really have a chance. Furthermore, your golden dragon perception checks my domain. My only way to win would be a battle of attrition. However, like this, my soul power will run out first. Hence, the final victor will still be you. Hua Yua was extremely sincere, but Wang Qiu sensed that something was amiss. You did not lose. You still have so many techniques, she said angrily. Hua Yua smiled bitterly and said, tell me, among my moves, which one can beat you? You have. Wang Qiu was just about to say the Pride of the Ice and Snow Empresses, which he used that day. However, she immediately realized that he was only able to use it in the purple golden butterfly dragon transformation state. However, as he had not fused with Wang Donga, there was no way he could use it. She thought about it and realized that there really was no skill he could use to beat her. You can use a milk bottle, she said with much difficulty. Hua Yua stared at her with disdain and said, can you be more reasonable? We're having a fair fight, and you want me to use a milk bottle. Do you think this place will allow me to fight you unfairly? Furthermore, if I use a milk bottle, I'll lose my concentration. I wouldn't even be able to maintain the domain. I've lost. Donga and I have lost. You pass. Indeed, as Hua Yua admitted defeat, the voice rang out. Wang Qiu wins. Pass. The golden light flashed, and Wang Yue disappeared with a suspicious look on her face. Huo Yuao and Wang Dongga returned to their original places. Could Huo Yuao really beat Wang Yue? Even he did not know the answer to this question. He did have many attacks he could use, but how powerful was Wang Yue? She was known as the strongest soul master with a dragon martial soul. Wang Yue's strongest trait was that if she faced a more powerful opponent, she would respond with strength in kind. The strength of her opponent was often enough to make her perform extraordinarily. Furthermore, with her ultimate strength, even if she ran out of soul power, her fighting abilities might not decrease. Furthermore, if she used all her strength, even a soul sage or a soul Douluo would not dare to fight her head-on. Huo Yuao had never planned on winning. He planned to face her head-on and gain an advantage before conceding defeat. This was the best possible outcome. This would not cause him to lose confidence in facing Wang Yue, but it would also clearly show the results of this battle. Just when Huo Yuao thought that they would be sent back to their original spots to continue with the mysterious wheel, the calm voice rang out coldly. In a 2-against-1 fight, you did not use all your strength, and hence, violated the rules. You conceded defeat deliberately and thus, you will be punished with the deep adventure. 2 rays of light flashed, and before Huo Yuao and Wang Dongga could say anything in response, they were whisked away. Wu Feng and Ning Tian were both shocked. When Dai Huobin faced off against Dalu earlier on, he conceded defeat straight away. However, this mysterious place did not say that they cheated, and instead, it allowed Dalu to progress. Under her pleas, it then sent her to deep adventure as well. However, after the fair fight between Huo Yuao and Wang Yue, they were deemed to have cheated because Wang Dongga did not participate. What kind of rule was this? The light flashed, and the wheel appeared once more. This time, the light appeared underneath Ning Tian's feet. Only Wu Feng and I left. Ning Tian could not help but look at Wu Feng. Wu Feng was looking at her. Ning Tian had decided if she ended up in a one-on-one fight, she would concede defeat. After all, there was no way she could beat Wu Feng one-on-one. If I have to go to the deep adventure, so be it. Even though Ning Tian clearly knew that as an auxiliary type soul master, entering the deep adventure was akin to a death sentence, she was resolute in her decision. Emotionally, she was still confused. She had always known that Wu Feng liked her, but she was heterosexual. The only one she liked in the younger generation was Huo Yuao. However, Huo Yuao had chosen Wang Dongga, who was better than her in all aspects. This made her lose confidence. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Also leave a comment down below with suggestions on what novels to read.